west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group times for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since a teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The war heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spin like a tire. But down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise, how to buy bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm
UPK, O1 West. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, him start of the vision. Now put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. Not just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision, him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions, come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons, same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean on is UPK and the General Yahanna. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yeah, our shy Mashiach is a black man who have fear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Guns are the mic, but him and are just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, him start of the vision. Now put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation, send evils and curses on the whole city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat, I know the first days. Hey, 400 years they work with, then desert with, then turn round and call it worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and then the doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to a building of a turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to a building of a turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, him start of the vision. Now put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, see, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldier dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for him. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for him. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. let you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweepers. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we run it, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, not the same. Fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, these people. Fuck wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, nigga. Fuck wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass nigga, man. Fuck wrong. Get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scare rag, coward ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Yeah, all these niggas wanna down hate, but tell them zip it lip. And you a dumb ass, scare rag boy, little body bitch. Damn, and I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know nigga don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. But you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it damn scripture with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big rank, you mad, get stained, work hard, didn't play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, not the same. Fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, nigga. Fuck wrong. I tell you, fuck wrong. You get your shit together, nigga. Fuck wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all the zock, you little body bitch. And I switch, ain't gon' know your thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm stone cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like not a zock, you little body bitch. Need a princess part bar, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got be right, you mad, get stained, work hard, didn't play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, not the same. Fuck wrong. Fuck wrong.
You know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. They wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's time and I'm tripping, I got every group. Niggas a fumble a bag. I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face. I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway. You ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they ride the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone so I can conquer shit and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road and get my diesel on. She wanna drop it low and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like out of wine, said I just want the ball. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and last
to the moon for a boss. All said ghetto, then I got him, that's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite, we them underdogs. Almost off the wire, 5 yards, I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck, you want beef, neck to all of y'all. UPK priest, lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Wendy, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas claim they better than like who they think they better than. One West soldier, best believe we got that medal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept I set that trap to hell, yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdogs, you niggas trippin', we'll be poppin' on you sniffin'. Real crafty with that smithin', lock in on the mission, rockin' all out. Who to take the hop out, you be bitchin', cop the crew time. Now the Glock, put your nigga.
Every dog has his day.
Yeah. UPK shit, man, One West. Hey. I'm a UPK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't trippin', I'm no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're One West. They're One West. They're One West. They're
be on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Yeah. Up and up. How y'all doing? You know what I mean? We holding it down again here for Commander Jerry Yahanna, hardest working man on the planet. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And who we have in the house? Captain Ash. You know what I mean? All the way from Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Ash, you on the beach?
No.
that water here in the background?
Nah, we're sitting right here in this spot right here. I'm just rubbing right now.
I hear you. What's in Christ? And then we have Soccer War. Soccer War, wait, what kind you holding on down there?
Hey, shalom, Lord Christ. How y'all brothers doing, man? Yeah, constant, we in Memphis.
Yeah, most in Christ, sir. Good seeing you, man.
Come, good to see y'all too, sir. Good to see y'all too.
Saint Christ. And cause a warrior man, Kazak all the way from DC. You know what I mean? I know you all had a good time at camp.
Couple cars, sir. It's a
Yeah.
wild camp.
Most High Christ. And so WAP all the way from Trinidad. Most High Christ.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, senior. Yeah. So what we have on the stories?
We got some Tawab stories tonight, sir.
Shooting in. Huh?
I said we got some real Tawab stories tonight, sir.
Come on. So what y'all want to start with? I just heard something that's that's black. How to say blaspheme? With what's his name? Denzel saying he kissed a man. Oh my God. UPK, you last man on earth. Y'all seen that?
Yep.
You know what I mean? You all seen that with your own eyes. You know what I mean? So where y'all want to jump off with first? Anything? I know.
Number 18, sir. Gail King come out. She trouble. It's like a cap. You gotta there's some feedback.
On my side.
Come on, sir. I can hear myself.
Yeah,
coming.
Yeah, hold on.
Come on, sir.
Hold on, man. Go ahead. Let's see.
Come on. I think it's the wild now, sir.
Good to go.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any feedback. I think it's good to go, sir. Oh no, it's still
okay.
Doing
Most time. It's still doing it.
Yeah, come on. Say volume. It's for hours. Yeah, right here. No, lie, sir. Nah, still not hearing you, sir.
Your mic muted.
He chose to mute himself.
You can hear me?
Come on. Yeah, now we need you, sir.
Any feedback?
Test 1, 2, test. Nope, it's perfect now, Cap. It's perfect, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. I mean, I got to blame the white man for that.
Yeah, that's right, Cap.
Ain't my fault. Ain't my fault.
It's like if I may, Cap, real quick. So, based on what you just said, we had some LGBTQ member at the camp today tried to disrespect the camp while we were battling an Edomite, and he tried to put his foot on the table, trying to be funny. And as I'm battling the devil, you understand, like it was anybody else that's untrained would have tried to, we dealt with the cat that tried to violate, but anybody else would have turned that hatred towards him. And I told the devil, I was like, it's your fault he did that. You know what I'm saying? He's standing there confused because he was getting enjoyment out of seeing that, okay, maybe these two black men are now going to turn on each other and the heat going to come off of him. And I was like, no, I've been trained better than that. I turned right to him and said, it's your fault he tried to violate us like that. It is your fault that black people don't respect each other, because if he was up there, that brother would have never did that. And he's standing there confused there. So like you said, the white man is to blame for all of our mischief. And
I'm telling you, everything.
Everything.
Yeah, so what story you all want to start off with?
It's like I said, I had the 18, the Gail King one.
Okay, we can start with that.
Kawakan, sir. It says, I like to feel the breeze down there.
Good night.
Gail King drops shocking bombshell about her bedroom habits.
Exactly. I don't want them, man.
It's a lot.
Like that. Yeah, say, hold on now.
It ain't
gonna be tough, but go ahead.
Because, sir, I like to feel the breeze down there. Gayle King drops shocking bombshell about her bedroom habits months after revealing her struggles to get a man. Gayle King is inviting fans into her bedroom. The CBS Mornings co-host sat with Drew Barrymore on her eponymous talk show, where the two had a chat about their sleeping habits. The discussion led to the ladies discussing whether they go to sleep with any type of clothing on or not. For King, she said she has on some sort of night garments, but chooses not to wear underwear. I always sleep in a big old ratty t-shirt, but I don't like wearing underwear, she confessed.
So like I said,
come on.
That breeze down there is vacancy.
Yeah, that what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All our money, you know what I mean? All of that. And you still ain't got a man?
Right.
Nah. And you know what I mean? Like sisters, another thing with sisters. How old is Gayle King?
I believe she's in her 60s, sir.
She over the hill. And she don't have a man to, you know what I mean, to lay, you know what I mean, to warm her up in that bed. You know what I mean? That's the whole feminist movement right there in a nutshell for you.
Right.
You know what I mean, like you had to wait till you're what, 60 something to come on.
69, sir.
69.
60 what?
69, sir.
You understand? Like now you're trying to get a man? No, you're trying to get a man. That's crazy. Like, come on, like for real. Like, where you gonna get? And now she's in a position where you still want to pick and choose what kind of man you want.
Right.
Dates for that, you know what I mean, done. You got to get them, you know, big, wrong, slim, however they come. You know what I mean? But she wants, you know what I mean, women like that have a taste, you know what I mean, specific taste. And she over the hill for that taste. It seems like what she wants. You know what I mean? She had to stay with the we had to go with liquor. She had to get that liquor with the I think it was with the rooster on it. What do they call that? The fighting cock. You know what I mean? She want the Johnny Walker. Yeah, you know she want that, but nah. You know what I mean? You over the hill.
Right.
You know what I mean? And America don't, you know what I mean, don't teach our daughters that's the end result of being Americanized. That's the end result of living without this Bible. That's the end result. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You live with this Bible. You live with this, you know what I mean, with this with the proper upbringing. You're gonna know, you know what I mean, at this time, I'm ready for this at this time, this man at this time. You understand? Like when you're 69, now we gotta hear your bedroom secrets. Who wouldn't want to think about? I mean, I was thinking about your grandmother or something, you know what I mean, the way she describing the shit. Who want to think about granny like that? I do not. You know what I mean?
And if I could, sir, I guarantee you that's not a conversation that you said it was Drew Barrymore's show.
Yeah,
that's not a conversation that Drew Barrymore would have with Betty White or would have with Dolly Parton or some old dignified former whore of a white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a conversation that is strictly for a black woman to hypersexualize her and to reduce her down to what type of drawers do she wear when she go to bed. Like, why are we even asking this old ass woman this question? Whether we know about her relationship history or not. Like, this is a woman who should be treated with some type of dignity and some type of respect. Her conversation should be the conversation of a mature woman. A mature woman isn't sitting up with some, 40-year-old something girl talking about, yeah, girl, I go to bed with feel the breeze under there. Who cares, ho? Why is that even something that's being brought up? That is strictly our oppressor utilizing their position to, you know, offer the spotlight to our people to use it to shame us and to bring degradation and to normalize things that should not be normalized. Conversation about how a woman sleeps in the bed is not something that should be normalized. It's not something that should be on TV. That's not even a conversation women should be having in private. Hey, girl, would you wear drawers when you go to bed? Bitch, why are you asking me that? Excuse my language, Salagi.
Yeah.
Why you asking me about what type of, you know, how I sleep and what type of garments I got on? What's wrong with you? But our oppressor uses that, you know, uses their platforms to normalize, you know, hypersexualizing black people. And even in a woman's older, you know, a woman's mature age where she should be beyond, you know, the petty shock value of talking about her bedroom habits. They got this 69-year-old woman talking about, you know, she go to sleep with no drawers on. It's absolutely disgusting and despicable. And we as a people got to see that and reject it, man. Salaki.
No, you're right. Like she at the age where she could, you know what I mean, offer some, you know what I mean, some experience for younger sisters. Like use your platform for that to tell them, don't do what I did because I'm 69 years old. You know what I mean? Lonely. The bed is cold. You understand? I need about 3 or 4 heaters around the bed. Like, you know what I mean? To, you know what I mean? Let them sisters know, you know what I mean? Don't be like me, basically. They're trying to over-sexualize the whole, you know what I mean, situation with this old woman to try and say what? To do what? To try and make more of that? That been destroying our community already, man.
If I could, sir.
Come on.
And you know what Cap Soccer War said is so heavy because you know without a man there's nobody to be offended. I mean, if there was a man, if she had a man in her life, he would be offended by the question. You know what I mean? But since there's no man there, nobody's offended, so it's all jokes. I mean, and that's the importance of a father, and after a father, a husband, because the husband would have been offended by that question, and she would have to say, well, I can't speak about that because my husband might be upset.
Yeah.
Slaka, sir.
No, you're right.
If I could, a warrior, going back to what you said, what we got to realize is that there is someone offended. Gayle King is absolutely offended, but she's defenseless. You understand? Like she doesn't have she's not in a position to defend herself because then she's the angry black woman. Then she's the woman who's irate and can't, you know, handle a simple question or can't conduct herself professionally. When our oppressor specializes in what they call microaggressions, and they also use the term, we use the term passive aggressiveness in the truth. Like they use small aggressions to push you over the edge. And to be on there with this grown ass old woman and ask her, yeah, well, how do you sleep? Do you wear drawers at night? That's absolutely offensive. It's absolutely invading her privacy. It's absolutely shaming her and belittling her and whittling her entire existence of professionalism in Hollywood down to, well, at 69, what kind of drawers do you wear? But if Gayle King responds and says, why are you asking me that? Or that is an inappropriate question. Or I'm not going to talk about my bedroom habits. Well, now the interview grinds to a halt. Now it's no longer fun. It's no longer bubbly. Where, you know, now it's weird. When you the one that made it weird, white lady. You the one that made it awkward. But Gayle King, think of how much they suffer that every day, all day in Hollywood. Think of how much uncomfortability they suffer, and there's no one to protect them. There's no one to defend them. And so her not having a man there doesn't mean that nobody's offended, but there's nobody to defend her. If I could, I got a scripture on it that we could go to it, sir.
Come on.
Let me get Isaiah chapter 1, verse 8. You understand? And then this is the condition that our people are in. This is before you said what you said, a warrior, I was going to ask, why is this even news? How the hell did this story even become a thing? Like, even in the whole interview with Gayle King and Drew Barrymore, the headline was, Gayle King sleeps with no drawers on. Like, that's why the question was asked. The question was asked because she could have had that whole interview. Gayle King could have dropped a ton of wisdom on women. She could have said, it's no good to be old and lonely. It's no good to not have a man in your bed at night. But they made sure that the headline that they used from that interview was Gayle King feels the breeze down there in the bed at night. That is on purpose to hypersexualize you. That is on purpose to whittle you down to just, even at 69, that funky monkey is getting the fan blown on it. Salakia. I shouldn't have called him funky monkey, but that's what it is. Dog. The reason why ain't no man in there, that monkey funky, and the air is blowing on it all night. We don't need to be told about it, but we're told about it because it brings shame and it brings down the overall value and perspective that people have on us and our women. So if somebody could get Isaiah 1 and 8.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city.
That's Gayle King on that stage. That's Gayle King being asked at the age of 69, do you sleep with drawers on? Like, she is left as a cottage in a vineyard. Think about going to some fancy place where you get to go and sip and drink wine, right? But the building where they go have the wine tastings is in the middle of a vineyard, right? That place is going to be jam-packed full of people. Everybody is going to be in that place because nobody wants to be in the vineyard amongst the grapes. Everybody wants to be in the place where you get to taste the result, the good wine. That's our women. Our women are bombarded on all sides and being constantly disrespected and constantly pressured to be sexual, to get with the program or to go along with the flow. For her to defend herself in that instance would have made her to be, an angry woman or someone who's not good to do an interview with. She couldn't even just roll with the question and keep it moving. She's a cottage in a vineyard. You understand? She's a lodge in a garden of cucumbers. That you gotta understand the way that the Bible speaks poetically. A lodge in a garden of cucumbers is like being a woman at a sausage party. That's our women. Salakia. She's a lodge in a garden of cucumbers as a besieged city. A city that's besieged is on all sides attempting to be invaded, attempting to be trampled down and destroyed and overthrown. And what makes it possible is that there's no men there to protect it. There's no men to defend the city. There's no one at the door of the cottage saying, you got to stay outside in the vineyard, man. You got to stay outside with the grapes. You can't come in here and get all this good, amazing tasting wine. You got to wait till it hit the stores. Wait till it get to the shelves where you are. You don't come over here and run through the vineyard and drink all the wine straight from the cottage. Everybody understands? Like, that's our women. Our women are not protected. They're not defended. And so when they get put in situations like Gayle King was put in, they just roll with it. They believe it's okay and acceptable. And our oppressor seizes on it and says, now this whole interview, the headline is Gayle King, 69, single, sleeps with no drawers on. It's absolutely shameful and disgusting. It's a lot.
Yeah.
If I could, sir. If I could, I want. Does that network, whatever network there was on, do they have an HR department? I could only imagine if a brother asked that question. I've had to terminate multitudes of brothers for less. Man, I remember I had to terminate a brother because he told some girl, some sister, he loves the way she smells.
Wow.
I mean, HR called me, was like, terminate him. Imagine that. So I want to know, is there any limits for a white woman asking inappropriate questions? Where's the HR department? HR should be all over this. But of course, like Cap Soccer Wall said, HR don't give a damn because this system has no defense.
Right.
Yeah. And if I could, a warrior, more than that, she's in a position where she doesn't have a choice. Again, if she goes to HR, you'll never see Gayle King's face ever again in life. You understand? Like, and if she loses this Hollywood job, if she can't be on TV, now she's 69 in the bed by herself with no drawers on, and she's not famous. So she'll take whatever. Like, she traded her whole life of being a woman that would receive love and could serve a man and could be valued and appreciated in order to be on the screen. And so now, what is she going to reject? The only thing she has is that goddamn screen. And she's going to fight to be on that screen till she's 8, as long as the Lord gives her life. So, yeah, she's in that bed with no drawers on, and she would have given Drew Barrymore more details if she asked. And because that's what's going to keep her on the screen. That is what, her life is. And it goes back to what Christ said, what would it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? When you go to join our oppressor, losing your soul is not being able to have control over yourself. You don't have control over what you will allow and what you won't allow. You don't have control over what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. You decided that you wanted to be famous, you want to be a part of Hollywood. Well, you're gonna have to answer this question about do you wear drawers at 69? As an actor, we get to the Denzel Washington story. You're gonna have to kiss a man. Huh? You want to be famous, right? You wanted to continue to get movie roles. You don't want to, fade into oblivion. Well, you're gonna have to kiss a man on this set. I know you proud and you've been powerful black man for a long time, but we need this kiss, Denzel, or we can't have you in this script. Guess what? You're going to kiss that man because what choice do you have?
Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's disgusting. I feel bad for Jill Kane and Gail Kane. They got that old bro. Nobody need to know she's sleeping butt naked, man. So like,
yeah.
I don't want to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Telling you. Yeah. Any more on that?
No, that's pretty much it, sir.
Okay, yeah. Captain Nash.
It's almost like America wants to see if she's still an old hoe with that information. You know what I'm saying?
Caps, we can't hear too good.
Yeah, audio coming in kind of choppy, sir. All right. So, Lucky, did y'all want to go to the Denzel Washington story? Piggybacking off of the Gail King?
Yeah, we could go to Denzel, man.
Come on.
Go to Denzel. You know what I mean? Everybody actor.
Right.
I mean, you better credit. He could act as, his tail off. You know what I mean? But boy, oh boy, as Captain Saka was saying, you can't to be a part of this white man kingdom, your oppressor kingdom. You know what I mean? He is going to make sure. You know what I mean? He's gonna make sure he get, something out of you to prove that you're done with his kingdom. That's right. Make sure you get it. You know what I mean?
Concert. It says Denzel Washington says he had a same-sex kiss in Gladiator 2 that got cut. Denzel Washington rules on screen, but there is one thing audiences won't get to see him do in his latest film. In an interview to promote Gladiator 2 with Gaiety, the Oscar-winning actor talked about playing Roman Emperor Macrinus. Washington was asked about how gay he thought the Roman Empire was, and he referenced a particular scene. I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it, he said. I think they got chicken. I kissed a guy full on the lips, Washington added. I guess they weren't ready for that yet. The actor then joked about his character killing the character shortly thereafter, making it a kiss of death. Director Ridley Scott is back for the sequel to the 2000 original film. Washington's co-star Paul Mescal.
Slacky. So he basically outed himself. So in other words, he proud of this. He is proud of this, right? And that's the whole thing. Like, we would sit down here thinking, Denzel just coming out and saying it because he wants to say it. When more than likely it's his publicists that are telling him, yo, come out and say, we in this era right now where, this is normal. You understand? When it's not normal.
That's right.
And maybe on TV it's normal. But black men, it's not normal. You know what I mean? And that's like with this whole election that just took place. Like, people will really think that America is not racist until election. Once the result comes, now America is all racist. You understand? And that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? With brothers like this, they're coming out because publicists, people telling them to come out and say, do these things. You know what I mean?
Okay, sir. Slack, sir. What you say is heavy because, like you said, he's proud of it. If you listen to his word, he said they chickened out. He said they chickened out as if, he was down for it. and he thought they was with him, and they backed down. You know what I mean? So he's bringing it up to show that he could do a scene like that. You know what I mean, and the other part too is he's playing in the land of Rome. You know what I mean, so the question was, how gay was Rome? He said Rome was so gay, it got me to kiss a man. That's how gay he was. I mean, and again, like in the beginning, it turns back to the oppressor. That's his culture.
That's right.
So when you try to play the role of the oppressor, then you're gonna have to play the role of the oppressor.
Yeah,
that's what I mean, which is do something that is not masculine at all. It's like
if I could, and what y'all bringing out is super heavy. It still goes back to the question that's being asked. Like you have an interview with a highly touted professional actor of the caliber of Denzel Washington, and the question you have for him about this movie is, how gay do you think the Roman Empire was? I wonder if we go back to the first Gladiator movie and we go to all of the press coverage that Russell Crowe had leading up to Gladiator. Did anybody ever ask him how gay he thought the Roman Empire was?
Right.
Was there a scene in the first Gladiator where we all know the history of Rome? It was a super gay place. Everybody was gay. Did we get to see Russell Crowe kiss a man on the lips? Did any of his battling and fighting and losing his daughter and his kids and going to war with his generals and his military partners, did they pause for anybody to get their freak on? Did they pause for anybody to have, fun boy action? I don't recall that in the first Gladiator movie. Why the hell would that even be something that's thought of or brought up in a question for this movie? Now, sure, Denzel Washington leaned into it. And again, they asked Denzel Washington, how gay do you think Rome was? He could have said as gay as America is.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But if he says that, oh, Denzel, what are you trying to say? Or, what are you saying about America? Nah, he got to give that Hollywood answer. He got a virtue signal and let it be known, hey, y'all, I am not against this. Oh, man, Rome was so gay, I kissed a guy in the movie. And they were going to put it on the screen, but I guess they got scared or whatever. But, I'm not against men kissing men. That's part of the world that we live in today. And it's acceptable, and I'm not against love. And like, he got to go into the talking points. Like what you said, Captain Nayatha, people don't think America's racist until election time. When election time comes around, there are certain talking points that you gotta hit in order for white people to say, okay, you ain't sold out. You ain't turned your back on us. You gotta say Mexicans are criminals. Okay, all right, maybe I can vote for you. Yeah, there's an issue at the border. You know what they've never ever once said with the conversation about the border and the Mexicans? Nobody's ever said, East Indian immigration is out of control.
Yeah.
East Indians every goddamn way. When I was growing up, East Indians was reduced to 7-Eleven and Dunkin' Donuts. Down here in Memphis, they're your doctor. They're the library. They're the librarian. They're the guy at the gas station. When did y'all graduate? When did the East Indians graduate from Dunkin' Donuts and 7-Eleven to now you're the doctor and the gas station guy? But nobody talks about the East Indian immigration because that's not what the people want to hear. The people want to hear you talk about the Mexicans and that border. You understand? Same with Denzel Washington. Nobody wants to hear him talk about anything other than him saying, oh, no, yeah, it's okay to be gay, man. Yeah, I kissed a man on the mouth. It was a wonderful scene. It was the kiss of death. It was so gangster that I kissed this man in the mouth. But I guess they got scared and took it out of the movie. We have to accept and acknowledge that any of our people who join themselves to this oppressor, they have had to sell out in some kind of way. They can't be strong and masculine, someone that we look up to because of the position that they have given to them by our oppressor. If I can pull a scripture on it, sir.
Come on, for sure.
I got Luke chapter 16, verse 15. This is what we have to realize and recognize in this society that we live in and in this world today. And really, it's the world as it's always been. The beautiful thing about the Bible is as up to date as yesterday's headlines, right? Every week we do this show, we read all these different stories and these headlines, and there's a scripture that applies to all of them because the world has not changed. I know your oppressor wants you to believe that because we live in a modern time and we have technology and there's, some worldwide global connection that things are somehow different, but people have not changed. Societies have not graduated. They haven't grown. The same issues and the same things that are in place today have always been in place on the earth. And that's why the Bible speaks to them. Right. So when it comes to holding people to a high standard, holding someone to high regard. To think that Denzel Washington was above kissing a man in the mouth because you never seen it in the movie. How childish and naive are we? How immature are we to think that Denzel Washington wouldn't sell out? Denzel wouldn't kiss a man in the mouth? Why not? What about Denzel Washington makes you think he wouldn't kiss a man in the mouth? He is in Hollywood, right? He is a big, famous actor. You think he got there because he has morals and integrity and won't bend and fold? Get out of here. Salaki, if I could. Luke 16 and 15.
The book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth the hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of God.
That which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination before God. If you're putting a man on a pedestal or anyone up on in high regard for anything other than their righteousness, then that is an abomination to God. And I know in ISUPK, we hold Commanding General Yahanna up to a high standard. We put him we hold him up to high regard for his righteousness.
That's right.
We don't tout the name of Commanding General Yahanna because it's going to gain us some type of clout or gain us some type of favor. We do it because this is a man who serves the Lord and has endured and long suffered in righteousness the way we all should aspire to. He is a man that you should pattern yourself after because this brother has done amazing things in the spirit of the Lord. That's who's highly esteemed among us. Among the righteous men are highly esteemed. But Denzel Washington does not deserve any esteem. What has he done to deserve it? Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, anybody. What have they done to deserve any esteem? What standard have they established, or what bar have they surpassed that we look at them like there's someone to admire or emulate? It's foolishness, and it is an abomination before God. And at the beginning of the scripture, it talks about you are they which justify yourselves before men. Denzel Washington gave that answer about why, how gay Rome was, because he wants to be justified before men. He wants all men to know, and I'm a lover of all people, man. I accept everybody and for everything that they do, and you can't hate anybody. That's the way he said it in a way that he didn't have to say it. Oh yeah, man, I kissed a man in that movie, man. Yeah, Rome was super gay, and I'm acting as a gay Roman, so I got to be down with the program. Russell Crowe did not have to kiss a man on the lips to be a gladiator.
Right, and to add to what you're saying too, is almost to the point where you would think that everybody in Rome was gay the way he made the statement.
That's con. So that too.
That ain't the case. Then we're saying everybody in America gay. No, that ain't the case. You kissed that man because you wanted to kiss the man. The end result. If you didn't want to kiss him, man, you didn't have to kiss him. You didn't have to. You don't have to do these things. But because of America, because of your position, you want to. You Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? I'm this big, great actor. I can do, I can do any role. So go, kiss this man in your mouth. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So we're telling young men that trying to be actors. And I hope these young men who trying to be actors watching this and trying to go get another profession. Let's go flip burgers, go do something. Instead of, pushing yourself that low. Why have to do that? If they have to make you go and lose your morals, your integrity for some scene that only gonna last for about 30 seconds, why do it? Why? Why do it? You know what I mean? And that's the thing with America. Like they making sure that that you ain't just putting your hand across your chest and saying I pledge allegiance. You know how to show you done with America. Doing things like this show that you're done with America. You understand? Neil.
God, sir. It's like if I may too, sir. Okay, it's already evil as hell that he will kiss a man in the scene. But the nail in the damn coffin is that they didn't even use the goddamn scene after it was all said and done. It's like nigga, you jumped out there to do this. You know what I'm saying? Based off of how he described it, like you jumped out there to do this. and they didn't even use the damn scene anyways, which lets you know it's like, you know, okay, it makes no sense to compromise. Not the fact that they didn't use it, but just in general, you just shouldn't compromise. It benefited him nothing to do that. And Black men and Hispanic and Native American men got to understand that your masculinity is under attack. Like you said, Captain Nighthawk and Captain Soccer Wars said, which is so heavy, because Gladiator, the first one is one of my favorite movies. Russell Crowe did not have to kiss anybody in that damn movie.
Yeah,
you understand? Like he did not have it wasn't even part of the plot. And Rome was just as gay then as it was in the time that Denzel Washington is playing. It was just as gay. But Russell Crowe didn't have to kiss anybody. The white man was allowed to maintain his masculinity, and he had, went and avenged the honor of his family and fought for his freedom. But the moment a Black man get in the position in the movie, somehow now, Rome is more gay. And we gotta, I want to know who pitched the scene to begin with. Like, what was the basis of the scene? Or like, what was the relevancy of it to the entire story? It couldn't have been important because they didn't use it. So I want to know who even pitched it in the first place. You know what I think would be a good idea, Denzel? If you and him kiss, this would really highlight, like who the hell was in the room pitching that? Because it's like it makes no sense. The only thing I can think of is just Black and Hispanic men, and Native American men. Your masculinity is under constant attack, and you have to fight just as aggressive to maintain it. And I remember Commander General Yahanna saying this before I came into the school, watching the videos, and he said the most masculine man on the earth is the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. You understand? Right. So it's not by chance or coincidence that this happened when Denzel Washington, a Black man, is playing a character in a Roman movie. There was already controversy and backlash that he was a Black man playing in it. It was so many white people upset. And, I've seen videos of white people breaking down who Macrinus was. Like, I never seen so many white people fascinated with the Roman Empire until they seen a Black man playing a character. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was already backlash for him playing in the movie. And so it's like, it's almost to find a way to buffer it or taper it. And it's just nonsense. So like it.
Sir. Sir, if I could. Because I was saying so heavy, because I believe in the movie Gladiator, they was bringing him hoes.
Yes,
they was bringing hoes to him, and he was rejecting the hoes. So that's how masculine he was in the movie. I mean, so he didn't have to kiss a man. In fact, they was bringing him prostitutes, and he said no. I mean, because he wanted true love. I mean, he wanted real love. That's in their movie. Right. But in our movie, this brother here had to tell you that he kissed a man. I mean, that might have been on his bucket list. That might have been on his bucket list. Because they ain't show, he could have kept that to himself.
Exactly.
I mean, but he wanted everybody to know, he kissed him. What's that song?
I kissed a girl.
Yeah, and I like it.
Yeah.
He kissed a man, he liked it.
That's heavy too.
You know how many brothers look up to Denzel?
Right.
I'm telling you.
Denzel is like it's like royalty in the movies for brothers. You know what I mean? For you to come out there, you should know. Like that's one thing. I don't think Black men understand. Like when people look up to you, you don't come and disappoint them by saying I kissed a man. You know what I mean? You hurt brothers by saying stuff like that, because brothers were hurt I was hurt when I found out that Denzel Washington kissed a man. I mean, so it's like it's not something that you ever open your mouth and say. It's like it.
If I could, what y'all bringing out, man, is super heavy, and I think that maybe the theme of tonight's show, what the Lord wants us, the message the Lord wants everybody to receive, is that we are in the season of old niggerdom losing their integrity. Like we're witnessing the sellout of the elder statesmen of our people, because it is ushering in the acceptance for the new generation that it's okay to sell out. It's okay to just do whatever it takes to get a dollar, do whatever these devils ask you to do, and you ain't got to worry about the impact or the effect it's going to have on the next generation or on the younger people. You just got to look out for yourself and get what you can get, and make sure you take care of your business. Because we started out with this Gayle King story of her talking about her bedroom habits at 69 years old. We talking about Denzel Washington talking about kissing a man and being all down for the, the Hollywood casting couch thing in public. And then a lot of us witnessed Mike Tyson last night, a shell of his former self, completely embarrassing and shaming his legacy and his, the remembrance we have of him in his glory days. And it's absolutely our oppressor using these older black people to signal to the younger generation that it's okay to take a fall. It's okay to volunteer for an L. It's okay to sell yourself out. It's okay to, do whatever it takes to be able to get a check and to be accepted. And it's all fun and games when in reality, it is detrimental and destruction to the young minds of our people to see the older generation going out like this, going out sad, man, going out bad. And the Bible speaks to our oppressor utilizing the older generation, utilizing the people that we look up to, the people who have accomplished a lot, the people who we say, man, it's good they still alive, man, it's good they still around, man, you see they still hanging in there. We as a people, as a community, we take pride in the Mike Tysons and the Denzel Washingtons because it's like, man, those are symbols of black masculinity that never faded, that never, they maintained themselves. We live in a society where many of us don't get to make it to old age. And we live in a time with the Me Too movement and with all of these different movements, a lot of our people aren't able to escape unscathed, right? They're not able to get to their old age and live out their glory years and ride off into the sunset. No, here's some scandal about Bill Cosby putting Molly in white women's drinks in the 80s. Now, even Bill Cosby, he can't be remembered as the lovable Mr. Huxtable on the TV show. You understand? Puff Daddy been having frequent parties with all the baby oil. We can't remember him as just, Biggie's dancing producer, right? So all these different people who they're in the spotlight because our oppressor put them there. And then for them to get to older age for our oppressor to say, oh yeah, this thing you looked up to, it ain't shit. It ain't nothing. Excuse my language. Right? That's what they're doing to Denzel Washington. That's what they're doing to Gayle King. That's what they did to Mike Tyson, if I could. And I just wanted to get a couple scriptures on it, if I could, to show how this isn't something that is new. This isn't something that's being experienced by our people before the first time. And this isn't something that our oppressor is doing for the first time to have an impact and an effect on the later generations. If we could get to lock it. First Maccabees chapter 2.
Yeah, you think
First Maccabees chapter 2.
You think it just like me?
Come on, concert. That's exactly what it is. If I could, that's the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what they are doing, and it's something that they have always done throughout time immemorial. Again, we ain't living through some new experience, y'all. This ain't some new thing in the earth. This is all, and I guarantee you, if you go back to if I could, Captain I thought, for the younger generation of brothers and sisters, if you go back to the 70s, right? Go back to the 70s. The generation of black people that were active in their prime in the 60s. That was a very revolutionary era, a revolutionary generation of black people that were fed up with white oppression, that were fed up with being second-class citizens. And we were fighting tooth and nail through any avenue to be held to a higher regard, right? That's when you got a lot of them black power movements with the Black Panthers and the Marcus Garveys and the Noble Drew Ali's. That was black people trying to find a way to be better than what white people had tried to reduce us to. Right, you had a lot of vocal activist black people, and we know they murdered a lot of them. They killed Martin Luther King. They killed Malcolm X. Right, they killed a lot of these. They deported Marcus Garvey. They got rid of a lot of these so-called black people that we were looking up to. Right, but then the ones that were left around, the next generation, what did they do? They doped all of them up, man. Got all of them high, put them on drugs. They turned the Black Panthers into the Crips and the Bloods. They turned all your. I grew up in D.C., right? So I remember there was a mayor, Marion Barry. Marion Barry in the 70s was a super revolutionary, intelligent, college-educated, standing for black people, black man. And he became mayor of Washington, D.C. and put all kind of programs in place to make sure that black children had jobs and black kids was going to colleges. I mean, he loved black people.
Yep.
Then they got him on tape smoking crack with a hoe in the hotel and absolutely shamed Marion Barry. I'm talking about degraded and shamed the hell out of this cat. Tarnished his entire reputation. This ain't I say that to say this ain't the first time they did that. That whole generation of black people during them Black Power movements, America ended up exposing and showing all of them to have been sellouts and charlatans and people who were, proud black people in the front lines, but behind closed doors, they were the grimiest, this most disgusting, evil, snake-bellied bastards you ever could imagine. Go look at the stories of Martin Luther King now. Go look at what was going on. Malcolm X, turned his back on the nation. You go look at what's the cat name? The Nation of Islam cat.
Farrakhan.
Farrakhan became a Scientologist. Don't you know Scientology was a fiction book written by a man named L. Ron Hubbard? That ain't no goddamn religion or no real life thing to follow, but your super political, super strong revolutionary black man from the 60s, because he wants to get a check, he's selling Scientology books to black people.
Yep.
And that's to shame you. That's to show you there's nothing good for you as a black person. You're never going to be able to do anything great or amazing without white approval. So you might as well go ahead and get with the program now. What you going to fight? What are you fighting for? What are you going to wait till you're old like Denzel Washington and live with regrets? No, you should have a wonderful life like Denzel. Put the dress on now, nigga. Go kiss somebody in the mouth right now. What you waiting for?
Right.
It's absolutely disgusting and evil. And again, it isn't something that's new. It's recorded in the Bible thousands of years ago. Salaki Captain I thought I'm gonna let you go again this. I tend to run. It's been a while, y'all. Salaki, I ain't been to camp in a minute. I've been teaching these classes. I got to get it off my spirit, sir. Salaki, bear with me, y'all.
You're into the man. What scripture for him? What scripture you want to go to?
Salaki says, First Maccabees chapter 2. First Maccabees chapter 2. If we can start at 15.
Come on.
Well, actually, we'll start at First Maccabees chapter 2. We'll start at verse 17, and I'll just bring people up to speed on where we are, right? We're about to read a scripture that occurred during a time when the Greeks had taken over control of Jerusalem, taken over control of our land. And there was a process of time where they're trying to usher in their regime, meaning their rulership, and they're trying to get us to accept that, you don't have to stand strong on your traditions and your beliefs. There's nothing going to happen to you bad if you follow the Roman way. Everybody follows the Roman way. The Greek way. It's, nothing wrong with being Hellenized. Come on into this progressive society. Come on into this new way of thinking, a new way of living. Show us your allegiance to the world and a society where everybody is accepted and loved by coming and eating pork on this altar. And so how do they go about breaking through the wall of righteousness that existed at that time? How do they get these strong, staunch, religious, deeply serious people about their culture to break through and just sell out? This is what they did in order to make that happen. Go on with it.
The book of First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
Salaki, if I could, you think they don't know that about Denzel Washington? You think they don't know the high regard that black people hold this man in? I mean, they made him in Hollywood. They know the roles they gave him. They know the awards that they awarded him. They know how he's perceived by black people. And so, Denzel, man, we know you're a great and honorable man. Your integrity is intact, and everything you stand for, black people love it and honor it. Keep reading.
Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathens have done. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as the remnant at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold, and many rewards.
They say, come on, Mattathias, you first, man. We're going to give you the first shot at it. We're going to let you do the thing that everybody else has done, man. Go ahead. It's going to be okay. Show these people that ain't nothing going to happen to you if you eat this pork, man. Ain't nothing going to happen to you if you obey the king's commandment. Mattathias, you do this thing for us, you're going to be a friend of the king. We're going to make sure you and your family continue to be held in high regard. We're gonna make sure you and your family continue to be respected and admired by the people. Just come first and show them that it's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting with the program. Keep reading.
Come. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's domain obey him, and fall away every one from his religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Oh, that is the spirit of righteousness, man. That is the spirit of strength and honor and integrity that is missing in the black community today. That spirit that Mattathias had only exists in the ISUPK under command of General Yahanna. Give it a hand. Give the Lord a hand. Give King Yahushua a hand for making sure that we have men like Commanding General Yahanna and General Muhammad and General Mayak to make sure that the spirit of Mattathias is still alive and strong in the earth. You understand? Think of all, and again, being in the truth is no different. We are not under any different condition than our brothers and sisters in the world. The men that we look up to, the men that we hold in high regard, they old men. They're older men. They're men that have been doing this thing for a long time. They've been doing it for a while. And again, we hold them in high regard because of their righteousness, because they have stood strong with the Lord, and seeing them stand strong with the Lord gives us strength. It gives us zeal. It allows us to know, man, it could be done. You understand? Imagine not having Commander General Yahanna and General Muhammad. You would think that the truth was a young man's thing. You would think the truth is something you do. Salaki, if I could, I remember Kendrick Lamar had an album, To Pimp a Butterfly, right? And at the end of the To Pimp a Butterfly album, he had a mock interview with Tupac, right? Him and Tupac going back and forth. And there was a question that he asked Tupac, and Tupac was like, yeah, man, you know, I think the revolutionary spirit in a black man only lasts till about 30. Like, you about 16 to 30, them your years to fight and rebel and get it on, because after 30, man, you just, you know, the world weighs on you and you get comfortable and you want to take care of your family. That's what's in the world of our people, because of the weight of the oppression and the weight of this society on trying to force us to conform and force us to, you know, stop being so strong, stop being so, you know, 10 toes down. You can bend and fold a little bit. I thank the Lord for Commanding General Yahanna for showing us that you could be well into your glory years and stand strong with the Lord. Getting old don't mean you got to fold.
That's
right.
right.
You understand? Being seasoned, you know, being a brother who's fought some battles and been around for a while don't mean you got to lose your season and lose your flavor. If it wasn't for men like Commander General Yahanna, we would see Denzel Washington, we would see Mike Tyson, and we would say, man, eventually you're a black man, you got to sell out.
Yeah.
Eventually you got to give it up, man. You can't stand strong forever, because what happens when you need some money? What happens when you need a check? What happens when, you know, the future's unsure? You're just going to bow out to your oppressor? Damn that. So like it, Cap.
Nah, I just gonna add to it, and you know what I mean, of course, you know what I mean, on point. It's, you know what I mean, nail on the head for sure. No, the question is, nobody gonna ask what is a black man in that Gladiator movie doing with all that power. So you tell me it had black men around there with all that power. You understand? Which shows you remember watching all these like these so-called Christian shows, like the 10 Commandments. I'm not seeing black people in it. When I say black people, Negroes. Most of your Bible stories, they have majority of who? Caucasians, your oppressor in it. You understand? Most of the Gladiator movie before, did it have any Negroes in it? Gladiator 1. No. Not to give you a piece, and now you have to act as if you're a Roman. You can't act black. You can't act like a black man being in Rome. You can't act like that. You have to act like a Roman because you're in Rome. You know what I mean? And that's the, you know what I mean, that's the fast, and that's the, you know what I mean, the lie that they try to give us. Like, we were like that. We're like them back then also too. We were not. You understand? We won't.
All right.
Any more?
Yeah, it's like, yes, sir.
Come on, sir. What?
Yeah, and just on point, on topic again, that's point because everything on point as well. Captain Sako bringing out, what you all bringing out, it's so heavy because now down here in the Caribbean, we'd always, and let's say North, South, and Central America, outside of America, the domain of America, brothers would always be looking on to see, well, what you could let me say get, or what sustenance you could draw, to build strength. Because now outside of America, that's why we see now, we see the thousands, or let me say hundreds of thousands, moving towards the border of America, trying to seek out, that life, or that dream, and to have, as we say, people or icons like these, shattering your hope and your dream before you even reach or cross the border is a goddamn shame. And again, just as Captain Sako brought out, we must it, towards the Commander General. And this is why, again, because now we hold that standard of righteousness. And we see that standard coming through from the Most High, through King Yahushua, through the men that walk after the Lord. And to hold that standard of righteousness, you must be in your right or clothed in your right mind. And this is why now we being chosen as a people, to uphold that standard, we must continue on, and this legacy never die. Because now, even when Captain Sako pull, these scripture and you look to the bottom, you'd always see now where the Lord now would always, show or demonstrate that, hey, I always had this remnant, I always had this, because now my reputation is at stake, and I'm not going to let it go. And this is why now when we continue on this platform, it's like, hey, we letting brothers and sisters know there's hope. There's still hope. And there's a chance, and there's a way back. And that way back is us coming together as a family. And this is why it's so important again, on this platform. Yes,
That's right. And any more on that story?
Lie, sir.
Yeah, that Salakis, if I could, I just wanted to add one more thing. If we could just pull Proverbs 16 and 31 to speak to again, looking at the older generation of our people and holding certain people in high regard and high esteem. This goes back to the point that I made when I pulled Luke 16 to 15 about that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination before God. The Bible tells us who it is that we should respect and who it is that we should hold in high regard and who it is that we should admire and aspire to be. And just because somebody is old and successful doesn't mean they're someone you should follow. Just because they've been around for a long time and they made money or they've gotten accolades, it doesn't mean that there's someone who you should be emulating. There's a lot of people who have gotten a lot of things in this world and you don't know what they did to get them. You don't know what type of sacrifices they made. You don't know what type of, doors they had, what rooms they had to go into and close the doors behind them. You don't know what conversations were had. You don't know what actions were taken. So just because somebody has gotten money or gotten esteem or gotten fame or gotten wealth, it doesn't mean there's someone who you should pattern yourself after or someone who you should learn to be like. Proverbs chapter 16, 31, if we could just read that.
Come. The book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 31. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness.
The hoary head is a crown of glory. What is the hoary head? That's the old gray hair of a wise man, the old hair of a seasoned woman, someone who's been around for a while and they got a story to tell, man. They got some wisdom that they could drop on you. It is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. I don't know about y'all, but I know a lot of old evil people. I know a lot of old people that is absolutely no one you should pattern yourself after. Their entire life is an example of what you should never do. They exist to be a beacon of the path you should never go down. The hoary head is only a crown of glory if it is found in righteousness. And these brothers and sisters that our oppressor is putting in front of us on the forefront, they are not standing in the way of righteousness. So their hoary head cannot be esteemed as a crown of glory. So like that's it on that, y'all. We can go to the next story.
Okay.
Because Doc, what did you have next in terms of the stories?
It's whatever we decide, sir. We got a bunch of good ones, sir. Wherever we want to go next.
Now, I just want to ask, did you all intend to touch on the Mike Tyson thing tonight? Because I believe that that's something, I had some things that I wanted to address, not necessarily about the fight, right? But about the comments that Mike Tyson had made in the interview with that young girl leading up to it about legacy. I think it's very important that, we speak concerning the evil that Mike Tyson spoke in that interview and how destructive and damaging it can be to our people to have a belief or a mindset that none of your actions matter because we're all going to die one day. And who cares about what we did? Because once we're dead, we're gone and our memory fades. I think there's an absolutely evil spirit that Mike Tyson has on him. And it's something that we should look at and make sure our people understand that this is a lie straight from Satan, and it is the reason why so many brothers and sisters never can aspire to be as great and as mighty as the Lord has made them, because there's a demon that is that has been put on us in this place of being complacent and mediocre, and that Mike Tyson is full of that demon right now. Salaki.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Oh, Salaki, if I may, sir, just to piggyback off what Cap Sucker was saying. Because Captain Soccer War, when I was watching that interview, sir, in the spirit, he sounded like a white man. And there's a precept in the Apocrypha. I'm trying to find it where it says they want to pick every flower. And they say life is, we're here today and going tomorrow, and they want to pick and smell every flower. And I'm trying to find it in the Apocrypha right now, but that's exactly what I heard when Mike Tyson was speaking. It's like you sound like a white man. That's how white men view life. Like, well, there is no legacy. You enjoy life now, and that's black people have never thought like that. Even though our actions, because we're so destroyed, we do things for the now, but that's because we have been discouraged from looking towards the future because we don't have anything. Black people don't want to leave their children in debt. Black people don't want to leave their children with bills. We don't want to leave our families broken. All Black and Hispanics can think about is the future. All we can think about is, what we're going to do and what we're going to be remembered as. And so to hear him say that is like he has been so detached from who we are, the nature of who we are as Israelites, separate from Esau. Esau, he don't really give a damn about legacy.
Right.
You understand? I think we get that confused. Just because Esau has been able to establish a legacy, that doesn't mean he cares about it. Like, all you got to do is look at his forefather. His forefather sold his legacy for some meat, for some goddamn meat. Like, that's who they are. And so to hear Mike Tyson say that, he got to stop getting high first. That's the problem with a lot of our people. If you can just stop getting high, really everything else will start to fall in line. I'm a proof and product of that. Before the UPK, you understand, I was getting so high every day. And the moment I came in here and stopped getting high, really everything else just fell in line. But the drugs is such a barrier to you now being and hearing and doing what you're supposed to do according to the Bible. So Captain talking about what you said is so heavy, sir. I'm trying to find the precept now.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2.
Yeah, that sounds like Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2.
Yes, sir.
Like I was just gonna say, as you get in the scripture, because if you could just find an interview, if you just go to YouTube and search Jazzy interview Mike Tyson, it's about a 4.5 minute video. If you just pull it up and go to about the 2-minute and 20-second mark, it's the question when she asks Mike Tyson about his legacy. And again, the answer that he gives is absolutely satanic. And brothers and sisters need to understand that if you this is a demon. And if you have this demon of mediocrity and complacency, you absolutely have to fight it if you're going to be who the Lord called you to be. Well, we got to understand about the Bible, right? About these brothers and sisters who we're reading about and who we are aspired to be like. They were not mediocre. They were not just regular average people. They were people who, because of the strength of the Lord and the power of the Lord and their faith and their trust in the Most High, they did things that were supernatural. They did things that were extraordinary. And none of us are going to make it into the kingdom of heaven just being satisfied with doing enough, right? Like Christ established the standard for all of us to have to reach in order to, you know, righteousness is the standard. Christ established that. You cannot live a righteous life if you have the mindset of someone that, you know, I'm satisfied with the work I've done. I guess I did enough. Everything is okay. I'm okay just blending in and being just another brother or another sister or just going with the flow. That's not how you get ahead in life. That's not how you're going to win a crown. That's not how we're going to establish a kingdom. You got to be zealous about doing the will of the Lord. You got to be zealous about fighting and pushing and taking ground and getting more and multiplying your penny. That, you know, the scriptures is full of examples of the Lord. The spirit of the Lord is one of warfare. It's one of, you know, constantly fighting and attaining more, achieving greatness. If you had a spirit that Mike Tyson got, we'll never accomplish anything as a people. Salakia.
Yeah. And that elect, you hit the nail on the head where he said that's the BS the church say. You know what I mean? All that you get from the church. The church teach black people to be mediocre. The church teaches you to, you know what I mean, to be a co-star. You know what I mean? Or so, you know what I mean? Some, you know what I mean? Like you support or something in this place. Don't teach to go on, you know what I mean, to conquer. Like the Bible, you open the Bible. Joining us at 4:30. Conquer. All right, come on. You play the video?
No, that's me. I was trying to find it to send to Kazak.
I got it right here, sir.
Okay, come.
Kawaka, sir. Let me pull it up here.
Let's not forget, Mike Tyson was a convicted, you know what I mean, rapist. Don't forget that.
Salaki, I'm not sure if that's the video, because the one I got is on the little girl's actual channel.
Yeah, I got this is right here, sir. It just
okay. No sweat, Salaki. All right,
no sweat, sir.
Gone viral for an interview with a teenage journalist. She asked Tyson what he wanted his legacy to be.
It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone say that as an answer.
Girl, me.
Yeah. Salaki, if I may, sir. As I'm hearing, it's crazy, man. Like this Wisdom of Solomon right here, chapter 2. This is that right here, sir. This is verse. You can start at like from 1 all the way down, but like it's all this right here is exactly what he's saying. It's like if I may, we can get that Baba Bashar, sir.
Yeah. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Like already, Mike Tyson is like he's so caught up in Esau's lifestyle and Esau's drugs that's the thing he was saying. Like the ungodly say reasoning with themselves. Like Mike Tyson is reasoning within himself wickedly. He's convincing himself that our life is short, it's tedious. You understand? It really means nothing. There is no legacy. You know, like come on, man. What are you saying? It's like
and just to add to you saw it kind of did something to the girl.
Yes, con.
I hear this.
Because if I could, sir,
come on.
What it did to the little girl was absolutely robbed her of any ambition or any desire to be great at anything in life.
Yeah.
Like to tell somebody, oh, nothing you do in life matters. Who cares? Legacy. What is legacy? There's no such thing as a legacy. It's all ego. And, you're here now and you'll die and you'll be gone. We're just passing through. We don't mean anything. God, I mean, come on, man. Now, what is that little girl supposed to do? Now, what is, That's like saying it's okay to just be a piece of nothing and do nothing and accept you're living in squalor and poverty. Why should black people be upset about their condition in America? I mean, who cares? We all just here and living this experience, and we live and we die, and nothing matters. So just be poor, be a drug addict, be an alcoholic. You understand? Go join a gang and kill and live fast and die young. YOLO, you only live once. You might as well just crank, like that's the spirit that our oppressor has pushed on us. And it is why so many brothers and sisters are hopeless and see no way out of their condition or their situation because of lies and evil sayings coming from men like this that just tell you that nothing matters. But now, if I could, the hypocrisy in it is nothing matters. Who cares about legacy? We're here now and we'll leave and we'll go. But he finna go fight for $20 million. He's been training at 58 years old to go get punched by a white man for $20 million. But no, nothing matters in life. Who cares what we do? What does the legacy matter? It's absolute witchcraft and it's satanic. And that is a message that a black man, they use a black man to give that message to black people, to black children. You go ask Jake Paul about legacy. What does Jake Paul think about legacy? Jake Paul thinks about building an empire of media, entertainment, where he get the greatest black fighter, the man that God gave the ability to fight his way out of poverty. And you go and at 58 years old, you get to punch them all in the face so that you can be famous and world known. And now everybody knows the name of Jake Paul because he's the great white man that beat up, the old black heavyweight boxer. Salakia, sir.
No, you're right too, because now we are another old brother. You understand? Another old brother who has a camera in his face and would not, give some type of, words of, how to put it, like encouragement to young black people. Instead, he turns around and say, who cares about legacy? Why? Why would he say who cares about legacy? What do they know Tyson for? Tyson's whole career was messed up with this whole that rape that he went and you understand? So of course, who care about the legacy? Instead of saying, yo, what I did was wrong. If you're trying to be a professional boxer, you're trying to be a professional athlete, you cannot do what I did. It was a mistake. I'm 58 years old now, and I'm still trying to get rid of that stain off of my legacy. You do not want that. I have to go box at the age of 58? And after you finish, the brothers them say you look like Joe Biden walking off. Them leg was shaking. He was looking wobbly. You understand? Which lets you know that, he really didn't want to do it, but he had to do it because this place done broke Mike Tyson. I say broke him, physically and mentally it broke him. That brother sounds like a person who is broken. You understand? And cannot be fixed unless he comes into the school. Ain't no psychiatrist fixing that brother. He has to and become somebody other than Mike Tyson. He had to give up that.
Concert.
Yeah.
Like that's super heavy, sir. And that brother's spirit has been stolen. You know what I mean? Like the scripture talks about. You said enough, sir. I don't even want to say anything more on it. If I could, though, I think it's important that we read some of this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. So, sir, it's amazing to me that I've been the truth for a little while. I've been around. I tout myself as a brother who reads and is studious. I've never seen these words ever in my life. This is amazing what I'm reading. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and this is Christianity. It's so much about Christianity that is anti the Bible. It's insane. Like the whole ashes to ashes, dust to dust. From the earth we came, and there we return. That ain't in the Bible. That's white people speak for your life means nothing. And why fight? Why rebel? You all this rebellion, and you got all this anger in your heart. Why are you so mad about slavery? That was so long ago. That's Satan. That's Satan. You can't like. The Bible exists because of men making sacrifices for future generations. The Lord literally said, write this down for them to hear in the future. If we all had the mindset of a man with a broken spirit like Mike Tyson, that legacy means nothing and doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't, you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. We all go to dust. Then the white man will rule the planet and rule the universe forever in perpetuity. And that is not how they think. America today is America today because of the sacrifices that was made in the 1600s.
Right.
Because of all the murdering and the raping. They were murdering and raping in the 1600s, saying to themselves, in 400 years, we will have the greatest kingdom that the earth has ever seen. And our king made sacrifices 2,000 years ago. Our king lived an honorable, righteous life and proved something to the Lord because he knew that after a period of time, there's going to be a kingdom and we're going to rule. How dare you shame that man's? How dare you shame the legacy of Christ and the honor of all his sacrifices by saying, it doesn't matter what you do in life. Damn that. That is that's satanic. Salakia.
Yeah, and just to add to, it's almost to the point like SLOT. I don't know if I can say it. I'm gonna spell it. Right now, they like to tell sisters who not on their level. When I say their level, I'm being sarcastic. Who not like them. You don't need a man. You should leave him. You should do this. It's almost like you're trying to bring that sister into your world. You understand? And Mike Tyson song like one of them where you don't need no legacy is trash. So you doing what? You pulling these young men into your hole. You understand? Instead of trying to get brothers, don't follow me. You understand? Don't follow me. What I did, I destroyed my life. You understand? He was what? He was one of the greatest boxers, at the age of 20. Age of 20. Then he went and raped this woman and then came out and went, it was downhill after that. So now you want to pull brothers into that world? You want to tell us that ain't no legacy, to hell with legacy, doesn't mean anything. When you die, what's going to happen? You understand? Which shows he is just selfish, and America, that's the product of America. That's what America created. That's the white man. That's what he creates. You understand? That's why when you read Wisdom of Solomon, it as Kazak say, he sounds like a white man. Because he done give in to America. And if we have time, we're going to read that story with Donald Trump. You're going to see how we have done buy into America. And once you give into America, you start thinking like these white men. You understand? Yeah. But like these evil, wicked ones. You understand? To the point where now you are pulling down your own brothers. That sister, she ain't gonna be the same. After that, she is not the same.
Yeah. Because
come on.
It's like what you're saying so heavy. And I think the Lord for the truth, man. I think the Lord for the truth, because when you understand regeneration, you understand legacy.
Yeah.
And legacy, when you understand
Salakia, a warrior. Just to highlight what General Katam saying too. Shalom, General. Where you say legacy is everything in the Bible, and that's what you're saying right now.
Right.
You understand? And you say the promises to Israel is a what? Legacy. Just as you just said, Salakia, warrior. Go ahead, warrior.
Come on, sir. And that's exactly it. The Lord said, you reap what you sow. That goes down to legacy.
Yeah.
That goes down to legacy. If you understand you reap what you sow, you will be careful what you do today, because you understand that your children will reap what you sowed and it'll come back to you. You know what I mean? So when somebody says legacy doesn't matter, it's because they're not educated in the truth. You understand me? Because if you understand the truth, you'll be very careful about your legacy. Because the reason they say legacy doesn't matter is because they want no accountability. But the Lord is going to require accountability.
Yes.
And whether you believe it or not, you're going to come back to what you built. Yeah. And if you built something that is horrible, you're going to come back to something horrible.
That's it. Yeah. He can't say nothing. He can't tell you he don't believe in legacy, But who you gonna leave all that ranch to? All that money, his whole empire. Who you gonna leave it to? You know what I mean? He ain't leaving it to the government. He gonna leave it to his kids,
His
sons
kids.
and daughters. You understand? So which means what you telling me, you know what I mean, is just like what every preacher been telling you, is lies. Every preacher been telling you, every preacher, the one you're going to tomorrow, he gonna lie to you and tell you God loves everybody. Tell you Christ died for everybody. You understand? He gonna tell you that, but he's lying to you. Just like Mike Tyson lying to you. Legacy means everything. Means everything. You know what I mean? From the time you get up in the morning, your mind, if your mind not on that, then guess what? Then what the hell you getting up for? Just lay down in the bed. I mean, just you know what I mean? Just give up.
Right.
I mean, just give up.
And if I could, sir, you cannot establish a legacy being mediocre and content. You can't just be satisfied. You know, a lot of us, we have to realize that the condition that a lot of us have coming out of the world, we started at nothing, right? And there's something that's inside of a lot of brothers and sisters that tells them, well, you're doing better than nothing. That's good enough. No, it's not. It's not good enough to just be better than nothing. You can't look at people in the world and say, well, at least I ain't that bad. That's not the standard the Lord established. That's not the legacy of our nation. The Lord established us to be a nation of kings and priests, daughters of Zion and princesses. You can't do that being mediocre. You can't do that just doing enough to get by. You have got to do everything every bit of strength the Lord has given you and apply it to being who the Lord called you to be. Apply it to being your best self. You understand? And that's the only way that you defeat the spirit of, you know, I'm better than my mama and them were. That's not the standard the Lord established. Being better than your mother who may have been a drug addict and your father who may have been an alcoholic is not good enough. And the fact that a lot of us have come from that condition should inspire us even more to be more zealous, to be great, to be amazing. You read the story of Christ, you read the story of these brothers and sisters in the Bible. They came out of impossible conditions and circumstances, and we read about them thousands of years later because of the legacy they were able to establish through the strength of the Lord. You must be inspired by that. You have to desire that for yourself. It is the only way you're going to be able to attain a crown and get access to the kingdom. You've got to be absolutely amazing and great and legendary, or else you're just another brother or sister. I thank the Lord that because of Commanding General Yahanna, I do not believe that I was made to just be another brother or sister. I believe that the Lord put me on this earth to gain a crown. And that doesn't happen unless you work, unless you fight, unless you use every ounce of what the Lord has given you and put it into action.
That's right.
Brothers and sisters need that. They need to know that it takes great effort, great work, great toil, great stress, and the reward is worth it. I mean, we talking about rulership of the planet Earth. You got to fight for that out. You got to work for that. You can't be mediocre. You understand? So like,
that's it. Any more on that story?
Nah, sir.
Good to go. Where next we want to go?
We can do the title story, sir. The Donald Trump to close down U.S. Department of Education, sir.
That one or the DEI. You know what you want to talk about?
Nah, sir.
Hold on. Let's see. Not that one. There's something was. We could go to that one for now.
Kawaka, sir.
Let's see. Hold on. 13,
what happened?
13. Yeah. It's somewhat along the line.
Kawaka. Reparations for white people. Donald Trump slammed for proposing restitution for Americans who are harmed by unjust DEI policies. Joy Reid, Don Lemon sound alarm. It's no secret that Donald Trump's rise in politics has been fueled by white resentment. The president-elect, white resentment.
With white hate, with white racism. They like to use these nice words. Call it what it is, racism.
That's right.
White hates. White power.
Come.
Go ahead.
Khan. The president-elect routinely depicts the MAGA nation as victims of well-educated elitists. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hard-working taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all.
So you realize what he's doing, right? And this, you're going to have to blame black leadership. And that's why when you read the Bible, the fall of a nation always end up on leadership. Always go back to leadership. Yeah, that's why you read about, about leaders causing the people to err.
That's right.
Because this year is Trump trying to do what? If you want to call yourself American, what are you going to have to do? If you had to call yourself American. Let me see. Brothers online, what you have to do? If you have to call yourself American, what do you have to give up? Donald Trump is telling you what you're going to have to give up. Yeah, brother said it. You're going to have to give up your color. You're going to have to give up being black. Now you can't say I'm a black American. You got to be American. And Donald Trump let you know. You can't now come and get a job because of what? Your identity. Because you're black? So because you're black, you should get this job? Ain't you American? And now they done play a game on us. You understand? Now you calling yourself an American. So guess what? You can't come and say, well, I have to give a certain percentage of this job to black people. No, they're Americans. They're not black. Why are you separating them? And that's how we're thinking. You understand? Because so many of them claim to lose out on what? On jobs that they could have gotten only because it had to go towards another black person. Which in other words shows you that America is racist. This is totally racist.
That's right.
And they call it white resentment. I yield.
So, like you, sir, I just find it very ironic that the main demographic of people that always talk about stop being victims and stop having a victim mentality are the biggest victims and dwell in victim mentality. Like the white man is such a sore winner. You understand? Like you're winning in life. You have a nation that's for you. You have everything handed to you. Like, make no mistake about it. There are no white people out there that worked hard to get what they have today. Like, that's a myth. Everything that they have is because of the legacy of their forefathers. Their forefathers were criminals. Their forefathers raped and murdered and lied and stole and cheated.
Right.
You understand? And that's why they have the privileges that they have today. But somehow still, it's just not enough. Somehow they're still a victim. You Caucasians, you patriots, you got to get rid of the victim mentality, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got to stop being a victim all the damn time. Like, you're winning in life. How are you the victim? How for the life of me, how are you the victim? So I get.
Yeah, you're right. Like they yeah, I mean, like he using words that you will use for slavery, like reparation. We need reparation for what? And you ain't paying black people, so your reparation means more than black people reparation. So how come we ain't talking about reparation for black people who had to work without pay for years, hundreds of years? Your people lose out. You claim your people lose out on some jobs, and you took more reparations immediately.
Salagi, sir.
I hope black people wake up. Come on.
Salagi, sir, if I could. The white man is such a covetous beast and a monster that he's jealous of us being in a position of at the bottom and needing help. Like he's at the top, he's in power. He has a nation, he has an empire, and he's jealous of us because we get to beg and protest for reparations. We get to say, look at how evil and cruel you've been to us, and look at how you've treated us compared to everybody else. The white man's jealous of that. And he's jealous that black people have a leg to stand on to complain about oppression. He's mad because he wants to be oppressed. He wants to say, I'm oppressed. He wants to cry in the streets and say it's wrong what's happened to us, even though nothing wrong has happened to him.
Right.
Like he's trying to assume our position. Nigga, how you gonna make our argument? How you gonna make our point? Goddamn, what the hell is going on? But you saying what we saying, white man? Saying it to you because you did it to us, and here you come saying, "Oh no, we got to take our country back. We've suffered far too long. What being in power? Goddamn it, you suffered too long being in power and being at the top. That now you got to come down to the bottom and scream up at us. How are you gonna scream up at us, white man? We have nothing. You've taken everything. You've established an empire on our backs, and now you're mad because the world sympathizes with the oppressed. Like meaning this, the world doesn't sympathize with blacks and Hispanics, but the world sympathizes with people who are oppressed. I watch a lot of news outlets from other countries, right? And there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Like the Lord is really moving on this place. But I particularly watched a video from Japan, right? Where the Japanese are at a crisis of birth rates because they have stopped having children because of how expensive it is for them to have their cost of living, right? If you live in Japan right now, if you're a Japanese woman and you're working a job, if you get pregnant and have a child, you lose any hope of a future in a career. So a lot of Japanese women 20 years ago stopped having babies because they wanted to have these careers. They wanted to be able to establish families. And so Japanese women are starting to have children at about maybe 32, 35 years old, which means on average, they're only having one child. And in Japan, in the next 10 years in Japan, they're going to have, the senior citizens, the people who are getting the Social Security, is going to be about 10 people leaving the workforce for every one person that's joining. Because the birth rates are so low in Japan, they're going to have one for every one college graduate or every one person turning 18 that's got to go get a job and pay taxes. You're going to have 10 Japanese people retiring. And so now the Social Security is going to get sucked dry because all these old people depended on the government, but there's nobody that's new paying taxes. And so the story was about how the Japanese people are complaining about how expensive it is to live in Japan. And this is a situation that it can't continue. Japan is going to cease to exist as a country because the people that now what the Japanese is doing to solve the problem is they're bringing in immigrants. They're bringing in Chinese, bringing in Koreans, bringing in Africans, bringing in black people. So the Japanese people are going to cease to exist because they're being out-birthed, meaning everybody's having sex and making babies except for Japanese people. As I said it to say, the Japanese are arguing with their government about how oppressive the prices and things are right now. The Japanese sympathize with people who are being oppressed because of how high the prices are rising, and how out of control the banks are, and how out of control the interest rates are, right? But they don't sympathize with blacks in America. They don't sympathize with the Hispanics coming across the border, meaning they're in the same condition. They're suffering under oppression and under the economic crunch and everything like that. But when it comes to black people in America, nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. You understand? So the white man, like I said, the earth is sympathizing with people who are under oppression. But in America, when it comes to blacks and Hispanics, no, you're the problem. The oppression isn't the issue. The banks and the high interest rates and this uncontrollable rent costs and all of the corporations making billions of dollars, but still minimum wage is at $7.50 in some places in the country. That's not the issue. The issue is all of you, begging, whiny, seeking reparations, black and Hispanic people, you're the problem. We got to take our country back and make it great again. It is the absolute, tip of the iceberg of hypocrisy and lies and scapegoating. Like they making us the problem when they are the ones who literally created it. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Salaki.
That's right. You know what I mean? That's it itself is a nutshell. And it is a nutshell. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I was going to say, if I could just get a scripture on it, sir. I believe I got a scripture that does speak to the point all of us are bringing out. Psalm chapter 10, verse 3 down to verse 6. And we'll just read it. It's about exactly what the story is. Donald Trump coming out and making this declaration and sending this message of, they're tired of their suffering and tired of, being oppressed, and they're seeking reparations. Like this scripture speaks to it perfectly in that, again, they are not the people being oppressed. They are not the people who need to be seeking reparations. But their intentions and their inventions are to disregard those people in order to prop themselves up. Salaki.
That's right. You got it?
Now, the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 3. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred. Verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Verse 6. He had said
You're so right with it. And that's exactly what you're doing. Come on.
Verse 6. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
You understand? Salaki, going back to verse 3, like this is the wicked boasting of his heart's desire. You understand? He blessed the covetous who the Lord abhorred. Like they are jealous of us being at the bottom. They're jealous of us being oppressed and having a honest message of we've been done wrong and there needs to be some justice. There needs to be some judgment. White people see us and understand we have an honorable, righteous argument against them, and they're jealous of that. They want to be able to argue that they are oppressed. They want to be able to argue that they have been done some injustice. They want to be able to argue and say, we deserve reparations. You understand? So like in verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. They don't consider how evil and disgusting and grimy their behavior is. They don't even stop for a second and think, this is absolutely cruel and unusual punishment. What we've done to these people, for the legacy that we've established in being cruel and evil to these people, is absolutely have to be some type of retribution. There has to be some type of judgment someday. They won't even consider it. It's not even in their thoughts at all. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. I mean, there's not, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, there's nothing you can do that white people won't hate you. Whether you stand with the Lord and you rebel, they're going to hate you. If you capitulate and bow the knee and bend the knee and join them and become a part of their society, they're going to hate you. You understand? Their ways are always grievous. Whether you vote, it's your fault. You don't vote, it's your fault. Like there's no winning with these devils. His judgments, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's what Donald Trump is. He's the poster child for puffing at his enemies. I mean, he's the bald eagle of America. He's the chest out proud. Oh yeah, we'll just bomb you. We'll kill you. Yeah, we'll deport 13 million of y'all. We'll send you all across the border and across the world. Not even acknowledging or recognizing that is going to be the death of you. And you're like America, if they deported 13 million of our brothers and sisters, America would halt tomorrow. Because we're the ones who are picking all the fruits. We're the ones that's working in all of these service industries. I'm down here in Memphis, Tennessee. There's a giant multinational billion-dollar corporation whose headquarters is here in Memphis. And we're the whole reason this whole entire global network runs. The people that work this job every day on this plantation, we're the reason why it exists. They still, after the pandemic, cut $3 out of everybody's pay one day and just said, yeah, they didn't even give us a heads up, didn't give us a warning, just took $3 out of our pay and was like, yeah, next week you're gonna see a decrease in your check, and that's just it.
Good.
And it's like, damn, after all these billions of dollars y'all made through COVID, after all these government subsidies, you go on the company website. When I go to check my pay stub on the company website, they're touting $1 billion profits. Oh, we made $750 million this quarter. But for us on the ground doing the actual work, yeah, they cutting $3 out of your check, and it's the cost of doing business. How evil and disgusting and not even considerable of God are these people. The day the Lord visits them is going to be an amazing, wonderful day, and we should be looking forward to it. We should be working hard, toiling in righteousness, and in taking all of our strength and abilities the Lord has given us to push forward for the kingdom of heaven to be here, because these devils, there's no limit to their cruelty and their evil and their wickedness. You understand? Right. And then again, it's them puffing their chest. The Bible in that beautiful poetic language is they puffing their enemies, like how you would what's the word I'm looking for? You would flex on somebody, how you try to scare them. That's the white man. He's flexing on China, flexing on Britain, flexing on Ukraine. Donald Trump finna get in office and flex on everybody. He gonna puff up at everybody. But he doesn't realize that everybody's seeing how vulnerable they are. Everybody's seeing how fragile the society is. And this time when he get the puff, they're gonna call his bluff. He gonna puff, and out of reflex, somebody gonna smack him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna puff, they're gonna knock him across the jaw, and America is going to be all the way out in the open in the full-fledged warfare. And that is the time for God's people to come together, to rise and to stand strong and to be the nation the Lord called us to be. Salaki, sir, I yield.
That's right. Yeah. Any more on that?
Nah, sir.
All right. You want to hit one more before we head out?
So we can hit the title story, sir.
Which one?
The Department of Education closes student loans, sir.
Yeah. You could touch on that.
Khan, sir. What happens to student loans if Trump shuts down the education department? President-elect Donald Trump has stated numerous times that once he takes office, he plans to shut down the U.S. Department of Education. The department provides roughly 10% of K-12 funding and enforces.
Just before you move on, right? And you see all the ESO things, right?
Right.
ESO wants to shut down the education, right?
Right.
But he does shut down his money that goes towards the military, right? He ain't cutting back on money that going towards the military, which means what? He knows he has enemies, but he study pushes to us like we don't have enemies. You understand? Love, 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 love. When it ain't all love. Like you trying to really, destroy black people in here. Like keep us, like this different level of oppression that he gonna try to take it to. You understand? When you could clearly see America has money. How much wars do you think America in right now? There wars in the Middle East, out there with Ukraine, Russia, and then you're not hearing anything about Africa, but they're in Africa. There's wars going on right now in Africa. And now you want to take money, cut down money from education? For what? But read on.
The department provides roughly 10% of K-12 funding and enforces federal civil rights in schools. However, it plays a much larger role in financing higher education, managing approximately $1.5 trillion in student loan debt for over 40 million borrowers. The education department represents one of the largest holders of consumer debt in the country. I'm going to close the Department of Education and move education back to the states, Trump pledged at a campaign rally in September. Already, about 90% of school funding comes from state-level education departments, and local agencies, and the federal education department does not set school curriculum. Cover your college slide. Still, Trump has made closing the education department a part of his Agenda 47 plan, stating that we're going to do it fast in the first weeks of assuming office for his second term. On social media,
No, go ahead.
Kawakan, sir. On social media, conspiracy theories are flourishing about what would happen if the department were to shut down. On X, the social media site formerly known as Twitter, viral posts claim that Trump could be inadvertently canceling all student loan debt by closing the department, or that Project 2025, a policy wish list from the conservative think tank Heritage Foundation, would force students who already receive student loan forgiveness to repay the loans anyway. Neither claim is true, but it's clear that some borrowers are worried about what could happen to the education department and their student loans under the incoming Trump administration. Salaki.
That's insane.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. This, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to shut it down knowing that who is going to affect the most.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, and then he said they're going to send it back to what, the state level?
Come on, sir.
Which means it's not going to be what? Federal regulated, which means, you know what I mean, you in one of those states where, yeah, I mean, it's red. You're done, basically, with your education. You know what I mean? Not saying that the education that you're getting in these schools is top in any way. But at the same time, you understand? They know that black people, you know what I mean, we trying with so much little. And now you come and pull the plug. It's almost like, it's like in Exodus, when Pharaoh tell the children of Israel to go and make bricks without straw.
Straw, yeah.
You understand? And that's America. It's almost like you see black people starting to get back a certain level of education. You understand? So now you want to set us back again. So now we had to climb and make it even harder for us to come.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I hate to say it, but I already see where this is going. Okay, statistically, black women make up the majority of college educated people in America.
Yep.
So if Donald Trump now is going to make the people who have these loans repay off these loans if the department closes, all that means is black women are now going to be, they're already in debt, but some of them have had the forgiveness where because the loans were closed, now they don't have it anymore. All this would do is now all the black women who thought they were scot-free, it's putting them right back in the mix. And what it's going to do is it's going to further humble these sisters who have used those very same degrees to try to usurp authority over their man and believe that they are somehow better than black men.
That's right.
And really, it's almost poetic because it's like the thing that you use to oppress brothers is a thing now that's going to oppress you. You are going to stress over paying that $50,000 loan back for them degrees you've been touting in that brother face all the time. I got a degree. I need a high value man. He got to have the 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear you. Understanding you're going to hate that degree. In a minute, you are going to hate that degree and you're going to wish that you didn't have that abortion and you would have had those kids instead. Because you're going to see in that day, the sisters, you understand, who may not have been as book smart as you, but they had enough conscious smarts to not have abortions and have their children. they're gonna fare better when they with their man.
Right.
You understand?
That's right. Now you're right. You know what I mean? And for sure, this could be the Lord trying to bring us together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he trying to, you know what I mean? Like you think, you know what I mean, this place gonna get right without, you know what I mean, the black man? Nah, or the black woman, we gonna have to, you know what I mean, the Lord will constantly put things in place where we gonna have to come together.
That's
this
right.
could be just one of the other, you know what I mean, where a black woman now, you don't need a man. You'll see how much you'll need a man. If Trump really do go through with this. You know what I mean? I didn't think about it that way but for what you're saying, yeah, I mean, yeah, I see that happening. You know what I mean? These black sisters. You know what I mean?
If I could, sir, you know, one of my main things these days, when I like based on what Kazak said, when I hear these things, I think about the scripture that says, where Yahushua say, how else will the scripture be fulfilled? How else shall the scripture be fulfilled that these evil women be put in their place? Kazak is a kind brother. Kazak said, I hate to say it. That was nothing but good news in my ears.
Oh man. Yeah, don't worry, sisters. We laughing, but you know what I mean. This is, you know what I mean, it's serious. This is, you know what I mean, it's serious. You're better humble yourselves.
That's right.
You know what I mean, the Lord will find a way to humble you. You don't want a man humble you. I will, you know what I mean. I would suggest you let a man humble you.
That's right.
Lord had to come in and humble you. Yeah, for sure, you ain't gonna like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? His humbling is, you know what I mean, you going broke.
That's
you know
right.
I mean? His humbling is, you know what I mean, you being a Gale king. You know what I mean? Lonely, you know what I mean, in your 70s with a cat or a dog to keep your company. And hoping for the love of, you know what I mean, for the love of the Most High that nobody kicks in that door. You understand? You don't want to be in that position. Come on.
If I could, sir, what you're saying is so heavy. You remind me of when the children of Israel demanded to speak to the Lord and not through Moses. I mean, these sisters are going to learn that when the Lord speaks to them, they're going to say, no, let our husband speak to us. Because they're going to understand that the Lord does not play these games. You understand me? They're going to say, let our husband speak to us, because they're going to understand that their husbands are going to be more merciful. I mean, their husbands, they could bribe their husbands with sex. They can't bribe the Lord. So when the Lord visits, it's a different energy. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So these sisters are gonna learn that they're gonna need a husband to speak to the Lord, and not them. Salakia.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
I'm right.
Yeah. Any more on that?
That's it, sir.
Yeah, you're clearly seeing where this country going to.
Right.
You know what I mean? This country going to, you know what I mean, to white power. Just straight like that. You know what I mean? And we gotta band together. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nations, we gotta band together. It's coming there, and the Lord is forcing it on us with things like this taking place in America. You know what I mean? They out fighting a war, not because they, you know what I mean, they want to. You understand? They have to do it. And the Lord is showing you, while they're fighting the war, they have money to fight the war, but they don't have money to send it to school. You understand? They don't have money. They don't have money to give you housing. They don't have money for these things. But they have money to go spend on war, to go spend on, you know what I mean, on equipment, on metal.
You know? Hey, if I could, sir, you know, before we get out of here, I just want to let brothers and sisters know that, you know, we living in the days of the fear of the Lord, man. Like right now is the time that you should be fearing the Most High, because your oppressor is going to try to give you a million different things to be afraid of. But if you fear the Most High, you would do what he said to do. And if you do what the Lord said to do, nothing that your oppressor can present to you, nothing that they can threaten you with can come against the strength and the power of the Most High. Like now is the time. The Bible, again, the legacy of the scriptures is that through the power of the Most High, we are able to, you know, Salagi, and that is, you know, to use a scripture of Philippians 4:13, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I know a lot of Christians have utilized that scripture to justify a lot of evil throughout the years. But when you're righteous and you stand with the Lord, what that means is that there's nothing that can be done that we can endure and overcome if we stand in the strength of the Most High in Christ. If we obey the Lord, if we live righteously, the Lord said he would be an enemy to our enemies. He would be an adversary to our adversaries. And right now, our adversary knows that their time is short. They know that they have but a little while. And so they're going to put out all the stops, come with all the cruelty, come with all the evil. But the power of the Lord is going to allow us to overcome any and all things. And so now is the time to fear the Lord. If you are afraid of, the rise in prices, then you're going to suffer under them. If you are afraid of food shortages and of, banks shutting down, then you are going to suffer under that. If you are afraid of, not being able to keep a job and pay your rent, then you are going to suffer under those things. But if you fear the Most High, who will not only destroy your body, but will destroy your soul as well, and you would obey him and do what he said to do, and any threats that your oppressor presents will be nothing in scale to what the Lord is capable of doing. And so if we stand with the Most High, we fear him, we're going to watch him do an amazing work on all these people on the earth who do not fear him. And we should be standing by and glorying in the strength and the power of the Lord, because we chose to fear him and obey him rather than choosing to fear our oppressor and obey them. That's a lot.
Right. I mean, anything else to bring out?
Nah, sir.
You had the flyer for next weekend.
Yep, come on.
So brothers and sisters could see. I mean, Kamala Jenny Yahanna will be in Boston.
Come on,
right?
sir.
I think the 23rd. That's this Saturday coming.
Yep, come on.
Support. We're gonna, try to feed, the nation up there, clothe them also too. All right. So the brother, he's gonna try to get the flyer up. I thank you brothers and sisters for for rocking with us. I know we over the time, but 2 hours for for sticking in there. Every Saturday. To hear us. Bring this. This truth to you on the Commander Junior Yahanna.
Damn right.
All right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna.
Yes, sir.
You're bringing it?
Yeah,
that's it right there. All right. So y'all don't miss it. You know what I mean? Take a screenshot of it. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be where I can't. You can read the flyer out there for me.
Yep, Kawakan, sir. It's the fight against mass deportation. Saturday, November 23rd. There's a camp / food and clothes drive. Commanding General Yahanna fights for you. The address is Kawakan. The address is 1010 Summer Street, downtown Boston, Massachusetts. That's 10 Summer Street, downtown Boston, Massachusetts.
That's right. Man, Yahanna fights for you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Against the odds, which is America. All right. And with that, we will say, Shalom Akim.
Hey,
listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.